everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Redskins are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Seahawks, who will need to solve that secondary.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Redskins. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down, Cousins. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19. First down carry. It's Kamara trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll make it third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
On third down, Cousins. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. On the return, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They go play action here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And his first carry, he loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Oh, All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
He'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out deep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Cousins from the gun on third. Jordan Reed has it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Cousins to his big target. Reed and the Redskins have a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
2nd down following the run. Cousins. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
This is fielded at the 7. They find some open field here. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Cousins. Big hold of the 30. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Again, here's Perine. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Cousins now from the 50. Looking long for his tight end read. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They try and bring the pressure, but he still gets off a good one. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
Cousins now on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. Over the middle, it's complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Again, it's Kamara. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a 3rd down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer,
Still did it
anyway.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense has been out there a while. This is their 14th play in this series. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Throwing, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that run that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. First down here as he's up to the 14. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. In order to get the separation that you just talked about.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sua Cravens in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep and got his man complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 67 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Shift together here from the D-line. Play action now. Cousins. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 45 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Robbins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Cousins gives this to Perine. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the red zone now, Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And he puts it through. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Cousins a handoff. This is Perine. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Play action for Perine. Now Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is level. Knocked down hard at the 14. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Red zone opportunity. Now Perine. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. The Redskins on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Cousins. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. The Redskins on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. Cousins now. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They run a draw here on second down. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
And an alley to run. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. And some space here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DeAndrew White, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Second down, Cousins. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Cousins to throw it. And Reed with it over the middle. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. Second down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Cousins on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Redskins on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Cousins again. Jordan Reed has it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And tough starting field position here. Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room.